I'm not gonna lie though. Staring at Hawk with the mixed matched daggers, knowing that, or swords, knowing that like we've had such beautiful ones the whole time, perfectly matching and everything is like, no, eats away at you. Just
He is
a little.
waking. The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
Okay. Waking?
How could this Corypheus be sending people after me if he's asleep?
He can call, dream, but not know. When the seals are gone, he will wake. And he must die.
Okay. We all do know how crazy this sounds, right? Who is it Corypheus?
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls, like an old god. He mimics their cry. He calls them to free him. The dark children and the light, any with taint in their blood.
The dark children and the light, any with taint in them. It's almost like, is he implying here that Darkspawn are the dark children? And then like the Grey Wardens are the light? Or is he saying that like Grey Wardens who haven't heard the calling yet versus, you know what I mean? Like it's actually a very interesting thought. And like the dark children and the light, any with taint in their blood. You know what I mean? Like that's one of those like, huh, kind of sentences, you know? What is Corypheus?
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than darkspawn, more than human. He thinks, he talks, he pierces the veil. He wants
Literally.
what was once his.
Like, the thing is, he says he pierces the veil. He wants what was once his. I have a question, right? So it claims, like, Solus says that, by the way, spoilers for DAI. I feel like at this point, I don't necessarily need to mention, but I would feel terrible if I spoiled something for you. But in DAI, Solus does mention that, like, you know, I gave Corypheus, or my agents gave Corypheus the orb, blah, 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 blah. But here's a question for you. How did Corypheus pierce the veil originally? Now, we know through DAI, stuff like that, blood magic, lots of people went bye-bye. I should say specifically elves went bye-bye to fuel this, like, blood ritual, or blood magic ritual. But what if Corypheus had the orb then, too? What if, like, just think about it for a second. So what if it wasn't even then? Because, like, he knew what to do with it almost too easily. Like, I feel like these are parts of DAI that needed to be fleshed out a little bit more in tandem to what happens in this DLC. And I feel like this DLC is the predominant, like, lore on Corypheus, as I mentioned earlier. So the way he's like, he wants what was once his. Is he talking about the seat of the, like, the golden throne slash, is he talking about the orb itself? Is he talking about just the fade? Like, what is he talking about? What was once his? And if you are looking to get back into the fade, in theory, if that's what Corypheus is doing, he'd be looking for his orb. So, you know, what if he found that eons ago kind of thing? What if it was never Solus's? You know, these are questions. This is the fun part of lore, though, is that when things aren't 100% worked through in the storyline, or things are coming at you secondhand, you still have the luxury of what ifs. And I always encourage that because I think the what ifs are really fun. The what ifs are what make these games worth playing over and over and over again, because they're just fun thought exercises. They're fun ways to kind of think of different ways that a storyline could go. So I always encourage it, even if whatever you're saying ends up being like so off the rails it's not even funny and will never be true. It's just the fact that it's fun to, like, think about the what ifs, you know? How did you get here?
Why are you down here? How have you survived?
The calling, the music, it is our death. I lived. But I died. The corruption feeds me. So many years in darkness.
So he said the music, right? Now, we all know that to those that are corrupted or anything like that, you hear lyrium as a song. But if you remember, Flemeth mentions in DAI that, alas, so long as the music plays, we all must dance. And I do low-key wonder if she was referring to lyrium or if she was referring to this in specific. And if she is, that's actually heckin' interesting. Tell me where you're going.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
Okay. Bye. I miss you. I'll see you soon. He like just skates away. But yeah, those are just some very interesting questions that you get to ask yourself as you're playing through this DLC, especially. Okay, Tower Base. Is this the creepy lower level? I think so. It is. I love this place. I don't really, because Deep Stalkers. Anybody else realize how weird the name Deep Stalker is? Like, can we just take a minute? I hate those things so much. What is that? Hi, down here. Anything? Oh no. Do I have to fight you? Fudge. No, hold on. Gage, can you come here? Thank you. I can't do it on my own. Even though there's a lot of us. Girl, why are you dodging like that? Stop rolling. Okay. Do this. Now this. Okay, I'm glad you can finish it because I need help. Because there's too many of them. They have the creepiest mouth. There is no way. Ooh, journal entry. There's no way, shape, or form that these things are not the creepiest things that like has ever been created for like Dragon Age. Like, name me a creepier animal than these. Please, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh God, is that a hollowed out spider? How creative. Hey.
That looks like Legion of the Dead armor.
Oh my God, it is Legion of the Dead.
It's an Orzammar thing. No matter your crime, if you join the Legion and vow to die fighting Darkspawn, your name is cleared.
Huh. It's ironic. Hearing of Tethras Garen, as in Varric Tethras, crime first gave me the courage to confess my own and join the Legion of the Dead. Knowing that a Paragon son could give into the same base passion as a mere merchant, commit a murder even fouler than mine, yet he was sentenced to die in the deep roads for murdering his sister. Oh my God. Not even offered a chance at the Legion. Does that sound like a certain other person's story to you? From DAO, if you're a noble dwarf. I am grateful every day for what the Legion gave me, a family, a purpose, and my name is clear. So when the Paragon learned that the Carta were responsible for the murder, not his son, oh, I was the first to volunteer to retrieve the prince. It's not that he should be the only one who... It's not right that he should be the only one who doesn't know he's been exonerated. Mavel Heron, Legion of the Dead.
The Legion of the Dead? Sent after Paragon Garen's heir?
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because you're a last...
I think Garen was sometime in the early Exalted Age. Hundreds of years ago.
Do you think they found him?
Who knows?
Varric! Does it have anything to do with his first name and your last name is legitimately the same thing? Could it be? I don't know. I shall take this. Wait, what is that? Nothing. Okay. This isn't creepy at all. You think we're going there? Maybe. This makes me feel so much like I'm in DAO. I can't even begin to tell you how creepily comforting. Wait, doesn't it look like too, like, they're just like chilling at the pool? I can't even begin to tell you how creepily, like, comforting this is.
How about some sympathy for the one who's closest to the ground?
What do you mean, sympathy? You want sympathy in this economy? No, I don't have any.
Let's do this! How about you?
I am, like, fighting off Herlocks for my life. And you want me to have sympathy? Huh? Okay, cool. Okay, this. Now, pile of bones. Okay. But yeah, this area is very oddly comforting in the I've been to Orzammar one too many times kind
How
of
can
way.
anything live here?
I don't know.
What do the Darkspawn feed on?
Souls of the dead. I mean, it's a good question. Dumont ritual scroll. Oh. Okay. No, thank you. I don't want to play. Is that Dumont? That's Dumont's altar. Probably gonna skip it. I don't think I have everything. You know what? I'll double check.
Blessed are you, Dumont. Silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Nothing happens. Okay. So there's something missing. If we find it, great. If not, I'm not too worried about it. Dumont can sit there and rot. I mean, I don't think he's there anymore anyways, given the fact that his blight is over. I forget which one. I think he was either the second or the third. He was. I don't think he was the first. Oh my god, giant spot. Oh my god, that actually happened? Okay.
I'll deal with this.
No, girl. Okay, this. Now this. Thank you.
That's enough. Now you fall.
Ivu? Honey, are you gonna do something? The Ivu just standing there watching? Oh my god, look at her waddle over.
I can do this in my sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna unsummon Ivu and then I'm gonna resummon her in a minute because I think her EXE broke. Another journal page. Ooh, that was beautiful. Here. Ivu.
Better luck in the next one.
Do Deep Stalkers get a next life, Varric? I don't know. Okay. Let's see, Varric. Paragon Garen refuses to give up. We're the 8th Legion unit he sent after Tethras in the past 5 years. None dare tell him that after so long alone in the deep roads, Tethras is certainly dead. The Paragon insists he'll see his heir restored to his rightful place. May the ancestors favor his cause. We followed the path of the other Legionnaires, and so far, we seem to be on the right trail. We're in the section of the deep roads that appears to have been altered by human magic, so perhaps we'll find some new clue here. We're going in tomorrow. Ancestors be with us.
That's where I know the name.
What?
Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan.
Oh.
But he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the deep roads to die.
Right.
When the real murderer was caught, they tried to find him.
Uh-huh.
They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor. One of them became a paragon in his own right and founded my clan.
I'm sorry. This is a hard way to learn about your family.
So this was one of your ancestors?
Not directly, but a little closer than I like to come to my past, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, are we gonna go? All right, you know what? We're here. Let's go pay Dumont a visit, okay? I didn't want to, but we're here. And we've started down this very, very unfortunate road. Wait. Have we been over here? Were we? No. What's in here? Oh, another journal page. Hey, Varric. This place is cursed. For 10 years, Paragon Garen has been sending legionnaires out to search out search out our lost heir. Now I know what's become of them. There's no way out. This is no normal part of the deep roads. There's lyrium worked into the walls, into the stone itself, some kind of human magic. From the outside, it looks like just another tunnel, but walk in and it's a prison. There's no way past the barrier, no way forward, no way back. But the trap remains open to every beast, darkspawn, and dwarf that wanders in. My brothers in the Legion have died, and I have done my best to lay their spirits to rest in the stone. I am the last. There will be no one to do the same for me, or for Tethras, if he too was snared by this news. For you, my prince, I wish you the stone's blessing. Atrast Tuncha Totarnia Amgatal Tavash Iduk. May someone recite the ritual words over your bones and return your spirit to the stone.
These poor dwarves.
I know.
They were just trying to help someone and they've been trapped here for centuries.
Yeah. Well, I think his body just popped up, so we'll go pay a visit. We'll go pay our respects. I feel like that's the right thing to do, especially because it's Varric's ancestor. But first, let's do this creepy. Is this gonna be like a fight for my life? I don't know.
Blessed are you,
Yeah. Blessed are you,
Silent
Dumont.
and
Hold on.
strong, secret
Here.
and wise. Accept
Here
these
goes.
offerings and share your strength.
What is that, Hawk? Oh. We got the what? Constitution armor threat. Oh, thanks for the gift, Dumont. I'm gonna tell Corypheus you gave me a gift. He gonna be so upset. He gonna be like, what? What do you mean Dumont gave you a gift? He won't even talk to me anymore. I'm gonna be like, ha ha, loser. That's literally what's gonna happen. I'm sorry. Word for
What
word.
is that smell?
Well, we're kind of in
I
a
think I'm
swamp.
gonna pass out.
Please don't. Oh, Varric.
Atras Tunsha. Totania Amegtol Tavash Iduk.
That was sweet, Hawk. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
You don't... Really? Come on, Varric. Let's get you somewhere where you're not gonna shed a tear. Does this also remind anybody else of the, is it the Nether in Minecraft? Like, you know, like when you play Minecraft and you can find like those like Nether castle things? This kind of reminds me of that. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Because that's the vibes I'm getting. Oh gosh, now I kind of want to play Minecraft. Can you imagine if I did a Minecraft Let's Play? That would be utterly hilarious. It's not going to happen. Trust me, it's not going to happen. I am a terrible Minecraft player. Would you like to know how I play Minecraft? Are you ready for this? I find a spot. It looks like it's got a nice underground tunnel area. And then I get myself weapons. Or not weapons, but like a pickaxe and everything. I set up a little base. And I dig. And then I make rows. Like, what is it? Like, you're supposed to do like 3 blocks or whatever. Because like, that's how deep you can see diamonds. Because normally diamonds are like 2 blocks. And then I dig down far enough to get to the diamonds. And then I do that. And then I rinse and repeat. That's it. That's legitimately the extent of my Minecraft playing. I enjoy every single second of it when I do it. It's a good, like, meditative way to play. I haven't done that in, like, years, though. The last time I played Minecraft was on stream, and chat convinced me to make a lava moat. It went about as well as expected. Literally, I made an entire moat of lava. And then they wanted me to make an underground glass tunnel, like underwater glass tunnel. I think it was glass, or it was like supposed to be glass. I don't know if we actually finished, but yeah, so there was that. That's what we did. It was great. Great-ish. Never again. Okay. You. Okay, big boy. No! I don't know why I squeaked like that. But I did. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh gosh, this boy. Here. Hawk. This one. This. Okay. Oh no. Take some soup. Who else needs soup? Soup. Okay. Girl, did you take your soup? Thank you. Oh my gosh, Hawk. Where'd he go? Where is he? Is this the right one? I don't think so. Nope. Where is he? Is it this one? No. This one. Oh my goodness. No! This one might be the right one. Because he hasn't died yet. Hawk, this. No?
Nicely done.
No, he's not dead, Hawk. Over there. You. This. Get him! Oh my god, so close! Almost there, Hawk. Okay. What buffs have we put on this sword? Or this dagger? Cunning, fire, 5% chance to regenerate 1 health. So... do we want... crit damage? I feel like I've played gacha games enough that I want crit damage. Don't ask. Girl, you got this! Alright. That ahead? Oh my goodness. His prison. What? What is that?
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Who? No! No! They're here!
More voices?
Oh, who is it this time? Huddles the turtle? The holy cheese wheel of Andraste?
The Wardens!
The Wardens?
They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light.
So he...
Stop them. You must stop them.
I want to talk to my friends. It's interesting that he kind of just gave the plot away for DAI.
Something's happening.
I didn't even realize
The prison's
it.
breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can...
Hi.
You.
Me.
You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawk, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be her. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Why
Okay.
are the Wardens so interested in my father?
Yeah, good question.
Then you don't know.
No.
Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
So, I know this voice. I think I know who it is. This is, if you play, Star Wars The Old Republic. This is the Sith female. Yeah, warrior. Sith female. Why? It's not Inquisitor. Well, anyways, it's Titania. If you hang out with me on stream, it's Titania. Or if you see Nixie's Let's Play, it's Nixie. That's that. I love this voice so much. Oh my gosh. It's kind of crazy how back in the day, how many like DAO VAs were used for other things because their voices are all so freaking top tier. But it's interesting that like she comes in hot, knowing exactly who you are, telling you that the Carta has already like told her that they were close, blah, blah, blah. Like this is all red flags. I don't understand siding with her because she literally, legitimately is a walking red flag.
Let me guess, it had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
So the question is do you need a warden untainted by warden training? Because Corypheus can influence the mind of somebody that does it, or is it for a different reason?
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary.
That's an argument we have to guard against. My father knew that.
He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
So, once again, though, this plays into the DAI plotline so well. Like, mentioning here that the demon binding was a different era, which DAO's DLC shows that. The one at the Warden Fortress. If you played that, Emery did do that one, so you can kind of see that all in come into play there. And that could be what she's referencing, could be something else, but that is interesting. And then you see the Grey Wardens revert back to that, right? So it's always, I think especially for newer players, shocking that, oh my god, the Grey Wardens, they're awful, they reverted to summoning demons and blood magic. And it's like, they've always done this. There is no greater threat than the Blight. And because every single Grey Warden is on a clock, right? Like, I think that is the one thing that a lot of players don't fully realize And I think it's harder to fully realize, especially if you haven't played DAO or you haven't played DAO recently. But Grey Wardens are on a clock. They don't have 20 years. They don't, I mean, maybe some do, but they don't have the time span to defeat stuff that the average person does. They don't have the luxury of taking their time. It's do or die. If the Grey Wardens are gone, it's all effed. Okay? And they keep stuff a secret for a variety of reasons. Is it a good thing that they keep stuff a secret? Yes and no. We see with the Chantry and with everyday mages and stuff like that, or not everyday mage, but like everyday people, how terrified they are of mages who can throw fireballs and stuff like that. And like, it's pretty, like, not simple, but like, it's not necessarily the scariest thing because like, they can learn how to control it, stuff like that. They don't need to be locked up. So you see that with something as basic as a mage that can heal you, right? But a Grey Warden is blighted. If the average person understood how a Grey Warden is made, A, nobody would sign up. But B, how many people would trust them? How many people would let them walk through town? They wouldn't. They would not understand. They would not afford Grey Wardens the courtesy of coming in and trying to handle things. So like, a lot of people get frustrated with the secrecy, but ask yourself what would happen if the secrecy isn't there, if we can't even just get mages to coexist with regular everyday humans. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a tricky thing.
Why do my family stories never involve embarrassing vacations in Antiva?
We need your help, Hawk.
Of course you do.
I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity.
No.
A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander.
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Father would have considered this, done the research. Trust that he was right.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
A darkspawn and a mage. Just what the world needs.
Sorry.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
Is that true?
You must help us.
No. No. Okay? Can you trust Corypheus?
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawk.
Too late.
I'm making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the Blights. No more, no less.
Bind him to your will.
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
A convenient excuse.
Isn't it always, though? Also, doesn't the Chantry's banishment of blood magic not apply to Grey Wardens because whatever it takes to end a blight kind of thing?
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the Blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the Blights.
She says his people. Like, how many of them died alone in Ferelden? Like, is she talking about Larai? I think she's talking about Corypheus right now and referring to the Darkspawn as his people, which is very interesting.
Corypheus may be as great a threat as the next Blight. We can't risk freeing him.
We'll find a way to do this with or without you, Hawk. This prison will be broken. The Blights will end. Come.
With me, we will beat them to the seal.
Maybe. I doubt it. I don't think we're actually going to beat them to the seal. She got a nice little head start on us. You know what I mean? All right, up here. Oh, power nexus?
This was part of the prison's defenses from centuries ago.
Oh?
Old wards, unstable, dangerous. The wardens had them neutralized. Bringing them back to life will stall Janica.
Interesting. I wonder whose influence it was that caused them to be turned off.